What is up, everybody? How y'all doing, man? We already got somebody in here. Relika, is that how you say your name? I hope I said that right. Why is it hiding your comment? Anyway, what's up, y'all? How you doing? It is time for the weekly forecast. I know I'm a little bit late. My bad, y'all. A little bit late. I had a little bit of a lazy weekend. I'm not going to lie. A little bit. Got to do that from time to time. Tell you what, man, them 2 California trips that we took back to back drained the shit out of us. On top of that Mercury retrograde, bro. Woo-y, shooey, dooey, and Louie. Knocked me down. I had to take a little bit of rest. So, the show must go on now. I got a full night's sleep. Went to bed early. Got up early. Fired up. Ready to go. Let's do it. Weekly forecast. So if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description of the video and please read it carefully. Don't get scammed by an impersonator pretending to be me. I have to say that at the beginning of every video, y'all. I know it's annoying. Also, too, if you are interested in subscribing to the weekly manifestation group coaching calls, we just launched that last week. We do that every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. We get together and have some coaching calls for the manifestation path. It's fun stuff, man. I love it. Was there something else I wanted to say? I forget. Oh, well, whatever. All right, I'm going to try and not make this a 2-hour long video. I'm going to try. I want to try to cover as much as I possibly can without making it 2 hours long, but we'll see. All right, let's start off with Aries. As soon as I find a deck I'm feeling, how about this one? Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, Aries, let's see what we got with you. Aries, y'all my guinea pigs, man. However your message comes through, you're the ones that are basically going to set the tone for this video. Let's see what wants to come through for Aries. Uh-oh, past person energy. Okay. So there's still a grudge being held. Could be a water sign for some of you. There's still a grudge being held somewhere between you and somebody you had some past history with. All right. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Wow, this looks interesting. I feel like whoever this individual was you were dealing with could be putting on a show for you. They hope you're watching. They hope you're watching. Yeah. Especially if you peep in on this person from time to time and it looks like they're doing really good, they want you to see that. They want you to see that. Is it actually true? I don't know. It's not telling me that much. It's not telling me, and that's weird because that usually is the first thing that comes through. Maybe they're doing good. Maybe they really are. I'm not seeing anything in this spread here that would indicate that they're not. With the 10 of Cups, especially if they're in a new relationship, and the 6 of Wands. But with the King of Cups, yes, they do still have a special place in their heart for you. Could be a Pisces specifically for some of you. And the 9 of Cups. Wow. So far, let's look at their true feelings and intentions, because so far, usually 99% of the time, when it comes out that somebody's putting on a show for you, it's usually bullshit. But I'm not seeing that yet. Let me see this person's true feelings, how they really feel about you. What's their energy really look like? Now, I'm not going to be able to spy on all the personal details of their life, but I can look at the energy surrounding them. What's their true feelings towards Aries? I guess we're doing past person this week. 8 of Cups reversed. Magician. Okay, so they're trying to get your attention. The 6 of Wands is reversed. Okay. So it's not going as good as it looks. Not as good. The Six of Wands is in the upright in the first spread. It's in the reverse here. So it's not going nearly as good as it looks. You know, most people are whatever you see on like social media and whatnot. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Okay. We get caught up in that trap of conflating what somebody posts on social media with what they do with their actual life. You know? Okay. So no, they haven't completely and fully moved on from it. I do think they still think about you pretty much every day. They're not waiting around on you anymore, though, I don't think. I think they got tired of that. They were. I feel like they were, but they're not anymore. They're not really looking forward to it. I think they've accepted that you're not coming back. You're not making a move. They've tried to get your attention, and since that didn't work, I don't think that they're like really holding on to hope. I don't think so. Empress in the upright. They are still attracted to you. They do feel a little bit of regret that things went down the way they went down. They do. But I don't think that they're holding on to any kind of hope. I don't think so. Let's see. What's the advice then? Let's jump straight into the advice. Would it be a good idea for Aries to communicate with them? Ah, Seven of Swords reversed. If you have anything that you need to apologize for, it would be a good idea to get that done. Just shoot them a message. Yo, sorry for the way things went down. Sorry I said what I said, or whatever the case may be. Ace of Swords reversed, though. Okay. Nine of Cups reversed. Okay. So if you can't figure out exactly how to approach them, you're going to have to figure out how to find your own closure in your own heart. You know? Personally, one thing that I've discovered on my path is writing those awkward messages helps a lot. Now, you don't have to always do that. Okay. Any healing that needs to be done, any loose ends that need to be tied up, any unfinished business, you have the ability to do it in your own heart with your own perception and your own beliefs. But every now and then there's that one. I guarantee you we all have that one person that just no matter how you look at it, no matter how you think about it, it's unfinished business. I just don't understand what I was supposed to learn from that. I don't understand what the purpose of that experience was. It makes no sense to me. And it's still weighing heavy on my mind. Write that uncomfortable ass message. Unless you think it would be a really bad idea, like maybe if this is an obsessive stalker or like a violent person or something like that, then no, I would not recommend that. But for the very most part, what's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to tell you to fuck off? Who cares? Who cares? Let them tell you to fuck off. Okay, well, if I throw some love and light at you, I do that because that's who I am. If you throw some hate and some shit at me, that's who you are. So, universe knows who I am. I'm throwing some love and light at you. Yo, I apologize. Or even if you didn't do anything wrong. Let's say you didn't do anything wrong. Just want to let you know, I forgive you. We're cool. You know, I'm going to throw some love and light at you. Let them throw some hate at you. Who cares? At least you shed that vibrational baggage, and that makes a big, big difference in your path moving forward. Big difference. Big difference. Oh, yes, it does. Okay. I'm going to move on to Taurus. I guess, yeah, I'm gonna do the weekly forecast for the past person. So for those of you not wondering about somebody from the past, I'll do singles either tonight or tomorrow. Okay. All right. Taurus. Let's see what the energy looks like between Taurus and the person from the past. Let's see. Page. What's the Page of Pentacles, man? What's going on? So for those of you who don't know, most of the time when I get Page of Pentacles energy, especially in regards to a past person, it's somebody trying to get your attention. you know, indirectly trying to get your attention. Kind of similar to what I just said for Aries, because the Page of Pentacles came out for them too. Posting things directed towards you. Or here's a good one I like to use. Say, for example, you have your best friend works at Walgreens or something like that. And this person always goes into Walgreens just so you'll go tell them, just so they'll go tell you, you know, that type of shit. Doing things to try to get your attention. Every now and then you'll see him like respond to a 6-month-old comment just so you'll see their name pop up, you know. Ooh, the Tower, 10 of Cups, though. Some of you got left for somebody else. Some of you got left for somebody else. If you got left for somebody else, again, I don't have clearance to spy on the personal details of somebody's personal life, depending on whether or not that information is useful to you. That's up to spirit, not me. But I can tell you this much. No, it's more than likely not going to be a successful relationship. Okay. Now, regardless, even if you didn't get left for somebody else, I still feel like this person's life is spiraling out of control, especially if they had some addiction problems. However, this devil energy manifested itself in this person, it is taking control. Like whatever it was, whether they left you for their side piece or they just had an addiction problem or like an alcohol problem or something like that, this little buddy here, yeah, it looks like this person's life is spiraling out of control. I think, though, I'm trying not to get too specific, but with the 10 of Cups right there, I'm feeling like a lot of you got left for somebody else. And no, it doesn't look like it's going to last very long. No, it doesn't. That's one of the dumbest things that somebody could do. Jump straight out of one relationship into a new one. You have to change vibrations. You have to change. Now, if you're an expert energy worker and you can figure out how to change vibrations in a week, shit, go right ahead. Or if you know how to change vibrations while you're in a new relationship, go right ahead. Most people don't, though. Most people struggle with that. I've been on my path for 7 years, and I wouldn't do that. For real. All right, let's see how they actually feel about you deep down. Let's see how they actually feel about you, how they see you, what they want from you, all that good stuff. Yes, they still feel very tightly connected to you. Oh, yes, they sure does. Yes, they sure does. Bam. Yeah. Yeah, they're a lot more vulnerable than you know. They got their guard up, though. They're definitely guarded. They want to talk to you. There it is again. Told you. See, second time in a row. I do think they want to talk to you. They do have a lot of things that they want to say. They're just very extremely guarded. They're a lot more vulnerable than you know. But they're doing a really good job. They don't want you to know that they have feelings. They don't want you to know that. Why? Usually, if somebody has feelings for you that they don't want you to know about, it's usually because they feel like that would give you power over them. And in their defense, they're right. It does give you power over them. Whether or not you choose to abuse that power, though, that's why they have their guard up. They don't trust that you could have that power over them and not use it to your advantage. So that's why they don't want you to know. Let's see, what's the advice? Would it be a good idea for Taurus to communicate or pursue anything with this past person? Would that be a good idea? What would happen? What's the advice? Eight of Cups reversed. So if you are wanting a reconnection with this person, it would have to be you that puts in the action to do it. It would be a battle for control, though, if you did that. Man, it's saying Page of Swords reversed. Page of Swords was in the upright in the first spread. For the advice, now it's coming out in the reverse. Saying that okay, yes. See, this is a struggle for the power dynamic between you and this person. Like, one of the very first things that I think would happen if you reached out to this person is they would assume power over you, and they would probably ignore you and string you along just to try to get you to come chasing after them. Yeah, I think that would pump up their ego if you did that. Could be an Aries. I got 2 Aries cards here, Aquarius and Virgo. I think it would pump their ego up if you did that. 2 of Wands. Well, just know that you would Tower cards. See, just know that you would need to have a pretty strong sense of integrity if you wanted to reach out. I'm not saying that you should be the one in control or they should be the one in control. We would just need some flexibility from both of you. We need flexibility from both of you. This isn't a power struggle. It shouldn't be. No love connection should be a battle of who's in control. It should not be. There would need to be, just know that it would be a power struggle if you attempted to reach out to this person. It would. This person would definitely do everything that they can to gain control of the situation. So if you want to deal with that, go right ahead. But if not, I wouldn't. Unless you just have a strong enough sense of integrity to where you ain't going to let them manipulate you. You ain't going to let them guilt trip you. But if you're still very vulnerable towards this person and they could easily trigger you, I would back off until you've at least healed that much to where they couldn't trigger you. When somebody knows how to trigger you, they have power over you. See, I think they're projecting onto you. Remember how I said just a minute ago, they're worried that you're going to do that? They're probably worried that you're going to do that because that's what they would do. That's what most people do. Most people accuse you of doing what they are doing or what they would do. Think about that. All right, let's move on to Gemini. Let's look at the energy between Gemini and the person from the past. 2 of Wands. I feel like that's your energy. I don't like that as an overall energy. Look, 7 of Swords. Okay. Ooh. I'm seeing a lot of energy supporting a reconciliation attempt. Now, notice I'm careful with my words. Okay, I see, the energy supporting a reconciliation attempt. I'm not one of those readers who's going to sit here and tell you your ex is coming back. No, I'm telling you the energy is supporting a reconciliation attempt, meaning the energy is pushing for that. The energy is pushing for that. Does that mean they're going to act on it? Maybe, maybe not. Does it mean you're going to act on it? Maybe, maybe not. But I'm seeing a very heavy energy in the air pushing for that. I'm kind of feeling like there is coming very soon an open door of opportunity. So you're going to have 2 choices that you can make. And with this right here and this, it almost looks like a test. Almost looks like a test. Are you ready to evolve, or do you need to repeat that again? Evolve or repeat? See what I'm saying? I don't think this is somebody you can trust at all. Matter of fact, I think a lot of you a lot of you are, what you're going through right now is, okay, the ego hates being wrong. Okay. What we do when we connect with somebody, and we all do this, it's natural, it's in our nature to do this, is we paint a picture in our mind of who we think this person is, and then we become attached to that picture in our mind. Now, if you are dealing with a well-rounded, well-intentioned, honest person of integrity, usually that picture you paint in your mind should be pretty close to who they actually are. But if you're dealing with a lying, sneaky, deceitful, manipulative little fuckbag, that picture you painted in your mind of who you thought they were turns out to be nothing like who they actually are. Now, the ego will do anything in its power to avoid admitting that it was conned. The ego doesn't like to admit, I was stupid. I was fooled. So the ego's coming up with every excuse under the sun, trying to twist things around. Maybe it was this, maybe it was that, maybe if I would have done that, or maybe if I wouldn't have said this, or maybe if, shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. And it's like, universe is like, do I need to show you again? Do I need to show you again? Sometimes, hey, I should have plaques on my wall for having to go through the same cycle over and over and over. Somebody show you their true colors? No, man, it had to have been something else. Okay, well, let me show you again. No, it had to have been something else. All right, let me show you again. Universe will keep showing you over and over and over. See, this is this slippery position that it puts me in, or any tarot reader for that matter. Like, it's not uncommon at all for somebody to come to me for a reading dealing with the most toxic fucking person on the planet. And I'll straight up tell them, you need to stay the fuck away from this person. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. And they say, you know what? I trust you. You sound like you know what you're talking about. I trust you, so I'll do that. But they don't really know exactly why they should. Like, they don't really get it. They're just taking my word for it. You will keep repeating that experience until it clicks and you understand why you should stay away from this person or a situation like that, you know? So let me get let's see this person's actual intentions. Let's see what they really want from you. What's this person really want from Gemini? What do they really want? Hangman reverse. So I do feel like this person is somebody who is very stuck in their ways. Very stuck in their ways. Whatever their mindset is. They're very hard-headed and very stubborn. Three of Wands reversed. Yeah, they're not waiting on you anymore. They do want to talk to you. They do have a lot of things that they want to say. They're still very burdened by this, but I don't think they were waiting on you. I do think they spent some time waiting to see if the two of you are ever going to work things out. They're not really waiting on that anymore, but they still can't really let it go at the same time. Does that make sense? I'll give you an example. You ever been fired from a job that you really liked? You know how, like, you wish you weren't fired. It hurts, but you know you have to accept it. That makes sense? It's kind of like that. Kind of like that. They're not waiting around on you. They're not holding on to any hope. But no, they still can't really let it go. They do want to talk to you. They just feel like it would be a waste of time. What I think it is they don't have anything new to say. I don't think they have anything new to say. They want to talk to you, but they've probably already said to you everything that they have to say. So in their mind, they're like, well, there's no point. I don't have anything new to say. So it'd be a pointless conversation. Does that make sense? Maybe, especially those of you who caught this person in a lie. They're just not willing to own up to it. If you caught this person in a lie or you found out about some kind of secrets they were keeping, this person will go to their grave making excuses, anything but saying, yeah, I lied. I was a piece of shit. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? What's the advice? What's the advice for Gemini? What's the advice? Oh, the Emperor. Okay, so you are the one with the upper hand here. Ace of Cups, though. Oh, the Nine of Swords, though. Okay. So I just feel like the next person due to come into your life is a new person. Okay. I see a lot of energy pushing for this reconciliation attempt, but I don't feel like that's part of the path. I don't feel like that's what's supposed to happen. I don't feel like that's what's supposed to happen, though. So if you do, you're really going to need to control yourself. Keep this person at an arm's distance, at least for now. I'm not saying write this person off forever. For now, in order to get to the next chapter in your life, just for now, if you're going to reach out to them, keep them at an arm's distance and squash the beef and leave it at that. For now. Then maybe later on down the line, since we squashed it, we're cool, then maybe we can see if bringing them back into your life might work, if you all can actually come together and bring a new frequency to the table. But for now, this energy and this energy, yeah, for now, I would just squash it if I was you. But for those of you who are already in a new relationship, you need to focus on that. Okay. If you're not quite in a new one yet, look forward to a new chapter, not repeating an old chapter. Okay. Not repeating an old one. I feel like you and this person are going to end up having some sort of conversation in the future. I do think that there will be an open door for the two of you to reconnect in the future at some point. I just feel like right now, you would have to be very careful if you wanted to do that right now. Because it could turn messy. It could turn messy. Okay, let's do Cancer. Cancer. So for those of you just now tuning in, for the weekly forecast, I'm doing past person. I will do all signs for the singles and your love interest either tonight or tomorrow. All right. Let's see what's going on between Cancer and the past person. What's the energy look like? What is going on with the goddamn Emperors coming up for everybody? Is this something to do with this retrograde we're in? I'm always going to blame everything on the retrograde, dude. Could be an Aries for some of you. Hang on. And I know that right there. I guarantee there's a bunch of you dealing with an Aries, aren't you? I would put that as the number one energetic mismatch that I see in my line of work. Aries and Cancer. That is the number one. There's a big bunch of them, though. There's Aries and Cancer, Virgo and Pisces, Aquarius and Taurus. There's a bunch of them, but I see that one all the time. And I've never seen it successful, really. I never have. I guess that depends on how you view success, but me personally, I believe a successful relationship is two people who come together and grow and evolve together. Not two people that come together and just cling to each other, spinning in circles for 10 years. I don't call that success. That's just me, though. That's just me. If that's how you view success, then that's how you view it. So Okay, the Three of Swords. All right, so I'm not really seeing communication. I'm not. For some of you, there was a third party in the mix. If there was a third party, that person is still involved. If there was, like when you all were together, if there was some kind of third party, I'm going to get real specific here, but I'm really feeling this, you know, how, oh, they're just a friend, you know, and then it's like, I don't believe you. No, they weren't just a friend. And yes, that person is still involved. We've all heard that one, haven't we? We've all heard that one, and you can feel it, dude. You can feel it. I mean, the thing is this, basically, like you should have the common sense and the common human decency to not do stupid shit, certain stupid things in a relationship, you know? Common human decency and respect. Even if you're the most loyal person on the planet, you know? Even you could be the most loyal person on the planet. It's common respect to not be, you know, getting real close and getting some kind of real close emotional attachment to some other person that'll make your partner feel uncomfortable, you know? Even if it doesn't make them feel uncomfortable, it's still common respect. Anyway, no, if again, I know that's real specific, but if that's the type of situation you were dealing with, I do think that person is still involved. I think so. Ace of Cups. Man. I'm having a real hard time putting words to everything that I'm seeing here. A really hard time. Could be a Libra for some of you. Let's go ahead and call the signs out real quick. I have Pisces, Aries, Libra, and Taurus. Is this person completely over you? No, they are not. With the Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Do they realize what they did wrong? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Are they ever going to own up to it and admit it? With the Emperor and the King of Swords in the reverse, it kind of feels to me like this person is taking that energy and turning it into anger. You know what I mean? Thank you, Black Mirror, for that super chat. Appreciate you. So that's one of the easiest ways to deal with guilt that you don't want to own up to is you take it and you flip it and transmute it into anger. You know, that's what a lot of people do. When they did something wrong, they did something stupid. Again, the ego will do anything to avoid admitting that it was wrong. So if I did something stupid and I feel guilty and I feel bad and I don't want to own up to that and change it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it into anger. You know, I'm going to take it and flip it on its head and turn it into me being angry at that person. Oh, they deserve that for this. And you know what I'm saying? I think that's what this person's doing. They know what they did wrong, but I don't think they're planning on owning up to it. I think they're flipping it into anger to justify it, basically. Let's see their actual intentions. Do they have good intentions? See, I told you. Told you. They wish it would have worked. They wish it would have worked. Told you. See, they're upset about it. They wish it would have worked. But this was such a one-sided connection. Empress and the Two of Cups. It was such a one-sided connection, though. They wish it would have worked, but only on their terms. They wish it would have worked on their terms. They're the type of individual that's not willing to change anything. I'm not willing to put forth the work and the effort. I want you to do it my way. See what I'm saying? That makes sense? Okay. Well, let's see the advice then. What's the advice? Would it be, what would happen if Cancer attempted reconciliation? Would that be a good idea? Or should you focus on your healing? Ooh, Eight of Wands reversed. That's the card of blocked communication. And your advice? Why? That's saying it wouldn't be a good idea to communicate. Thank you, Heidi, for that super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ace of Wands reversed. King of Cups. Devil card, though. Okay. All right. How about this? I'll meet you in the middle. I'm not going to say do or don't communicate with this person. I'll say this, though. Let's hold a space in the future for the two of you to have a conversation at some point in time in the future. You can make that deadline whenever you want. Let's just say, for example, at the end of the year. Let's say somewhere between Halloween and Christmas. Maybe, that's just an example. You can do it whenever the hell you want. But the next time we communicate, this person is going to have to get to know me all over again. I'm going to evolve so hard and I'm going to grow so much that the next time you talk to me, you know the curious pit bull look. You ever see, a pit bull and it's like, they're going to be looking at you like that. Especially if this was something long term. Guarantee you, some of you, at least one of you, could be dealing with a situation that was long term, 2, 3, 5 years. And this person swears up and down and upside down and inside out that they know you like the back of their damn hand. They think that. They think they know you. And then they talk to you 6 months later, a year later, and they're like, dude, I'm going to tell you what, that is the best feeling in the world. That's the best feeling in the world. When you evolve so hard that somebody who thought they knew you has to get to know you all over again. Now, here's what'll happen. You are beginning to make a frequency change. Now, you can't completely change channels because when you do that, you won't even be able to connect with this person again. But just before you completely change frequencies, when you're on your way up out of the vibration the two of you came together on, reconnect with them, and they will have a decision to make. I'm going to evolve and ascend with you, or I'm going to stay right here. That's the choices. The catch-22 is, the more healing and evolution that you do, the less interested you are in reconciliation. That's the catch-22. That's the hard part about it. But if you were to ever want a successful reconciliation, that will be the closest way to guarantee that it happens. Okay. Leo. Yeah. The Leo. Mm-hmm. The Leo. Past person. What's it looking like between Leo and the past person? 10 of Wands in the reverse. So I don't know if you know this or not, but you're healing a lot more than you may know. Yep, 9 and 10 of Wands, both reversed. You're doing a lot more healing than you know. A lot more. 3 of Wands reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. Okay. This person is giving you the silent treatment, that's for sure. Could be a Pisces for some of you. Tower card. What is going on? Good Lord. What's this all about? This don't make no sense. What's this? Tower card upright. Death card reversed. And then the 4 of Cups. So this person is giving you the silent treatment. I'm going to have to clarify this. This don't make no... I thought I knew where this was going until this came out. I'm like, what? Is this person giving you the silent treatment hoping that you come chasing after them to attempt a reconciliation. But this didn't make sense, man. 5 of Cups, okay. 2 of Cups reversed. Star card. What I'm kind of feeling like here is that you're doing a lot more healing than you know. Some of you know, some of you don't. I don't think the tower is burning to the ground. It's burning to the ground. I don't see anybody doing anything to actually extinguish the flames. And it kind of feels to me like the more final, the more the reality of the finality of this situation begins to set in, that's when this person starts feeling like, shit, I done fucked up, AA Ron. You know, always when it's too late. I feel like this person is starting to regret it as it's too late. Now, I can explain to you the mechanics behind why that works. Well, I usually do that in personal readings. That's kind of a long, drawn out. But as it's too late, that's when this person's really starting to look back and reflect. Let me see their intentions. Were you dealing with somebody that's bipolar by chance? I'm no psychologist, but that energy looks bipolar as hell. It looks bipolar as hell. What's this person's true intentions? What are their intentions? Page of Swords. They want to talk to you. What is it they want from you? The Hierophant reversed. Ace of Cups. See what I'm saying? Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. Death card. Tower card reversed. Look. Hey, what came out a minute ago? Tower card upright. Death card reversed. Now it's Death card upright. Tower card reversed. I don't think this person knows what in the hell they want for real. I don't think so. I think you're dealing with a wishy-washy ass confused individual. That's what I'm thinking here. I think this person's bipolar. They're confused. They don't know what in the hell they want. You know, that's what this feels like to me. King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, this person confused as hell. Right now, I think the number one thing on this person's mind is finding somebody new. It almost feels to me like what they want to do, the picture they're painting in their mind, is they want to get with somebody new and then they want to talk to you just to see your reaction. Man, fuck that shit. Let's get the advice. That's fucking child's play, dude. Who got time for them games? Show of hands. Who has time for games? I don't. And you know what? In today's day and age, you got to get 2 people come together who are so sick and tired of playing games that they're not afraid of being alone. That's how a match made in heaven works. That's how a match made in heaven is born. I'm so sick and tired. I would rather be alone for the rest of my life than play them damn games. I ain't got no time for no games. When you get 2 people who come together with that mentality, match made in heaven. Yep. All right. What's the advice? What's the advice? The Emperor, man. Everybody keeps getting the Emperor. No matter what deck I pull from, everybody keeps getting the Emperor. Queen of Cups reversed. So don't show this person any emotion. Okay. I wouldn't show this person any emotion if you do reach out and communicate to them. Because I have a feeling they're going to try to manipulate you. They're going to try to manipulate you just to see what emotional buttons they can push. So don't feed into it. If you reach out to this person and the first thing they start talking about is some shit that, like, you just know when somebody's poking at your emotional buttons. You just know it. Don't feed into it. Don't feed into it. Oh, I'm seeing this person. Oh yeah, that's cool. Good. I'm glad you're happy. Like don't feed into it. Because all they're trying to do is poke just to see if they can get like some kind of jealous reaction out of you, or to see if they can get some kind of reaction out of you. Don't feed into it. Don't do that. It has to be made known. Has to be made known. You can't trigger me. You cannot trigger me. Then once that's made known and understood, then, and this is only if you choose to communicate with this person. I'm not saying that you necessarily should, but only once that is known, understood, and accepted, then we'll see. Then we'll see whether or not we even need to be a part of each other's lives again. All right, Virgo. How's it looking between Virgo and the person from the past? How's it looking? Between Virgo and the past person. Page of Swords. What's all this communicate? So much communication energy has been coming up. Man, I remember last week. Was it last week? I think there was no action, no communication, no nothing. Now these pages of swords keep coming up out of every damn deck I pull from. So there's a lot of energy supporting a possible conversation between you and this person. Again, notice how careful I am with my words when I say that. Nine of Cups. Four of Wands. Ooh, you're dealing with a manipulator. You're dealing with a manipulator. And you know this, though. So Now, I'm going to use a word that I don't use lightly. But this energy here looks like the energy of a narcissist. I don't use that word lightly. I do not. I'm not one of those people that just slaps that label on somebody I don't like. Okay? Because that word has become a big fucking buzzword for the past decade or so. Everybody's dealing with a narcissist. Have you noticed that? You hear that word thrown around all the fucking time. And a good number of times you'll hear somebody say that, and it's not actually a narcissist they're dealing with. They're just dealing with an asshole, But some of you, and you know who you are, we're dealing with a real, legit, true blue narcissist. A legit one. And Eight of Cups reversed. Page of Swords. There's a lot of energy pushing for a conversation to happen between you and this person. And the Emperor reverse, dude. Real quick, could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Aquarius. Okay. I don't think, though, that if you do have a conversation with this person, it's going to turn out the way they want it to. I don't think so. Do I need to keep pulling cards? Devil card, Seven of Swords, Magician reverse. Do I need to keep pulling cards? Okay. Let's see what they want from you. Could be a Capricorn, by the way. Let's see what they want from you. Let's see what they want from you. What are their intentions? Seven of Wands. Start drama. Hangman. Ace of Swords. Magician reversed again. Same card, same placement, same position, different deck. It's in the same spot as it was in the first spread. There's the Devil again. It's the shadow side in this deck. I think they see you doing good or at least they think you're doing good. I don't know. This isn't what's actually going on with you. This is their perspective. They see you doing good and they don't like it. They don't like that. It would blow your mind. And this is for everybody out there. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. It would blow your mind if you knew how many people were mad at you because you're not struggling and suffering the way they want you to. There's some sick fucks out there, dude. Anyway, though, I think they see you doing good and they don't like that. They don't like that. They want you to be hurt. They want you to be struggling. They want you to be in pain. Why? You ever notice that's a weird thing that we do as humans? We always want everybody else to feel the way we feel. Happy people want to see you happy. Successful people want to see you successful. Miserable people want to see you miserable. Hateful people want to see you suffer. Have you noticed that? Isn't that fucking weird? Isn't that weird? Humans are some strange creatures, boy. I'm going to tell you what. All right, well, shit. Let's see. Let's look at the advice. What's the advice for Virgo? What is the advice? Oh, 4 of Swords. Okay. So meditate on this. Definitely meditate on this. Ace of Cups reversed. I wouldn't extend or accept a love offer. I would not. How many times this card got to keep coming up? 3rd time in a row. The Magician is upright this time. So I wouldn't extend or accept a love offer, but you need closure. You need closure. And just to let you know that nobody can actually technically bring you closure, right? In a perfect world, it would be awesome if it worked out that way. But at the end of the day, even if you hash things out with somebody and get your closure that way, you're still the one that gives yourself the closure. You're still the one that does it. At the end of the day, if somebody comes and tries to hash things out with you and you refuse to accept it, there is no such thing as closure. Just like there's no such thing as proof. I think a lot of us have learned that over the past 3 years, haven't we? There's no such thing as proof. I can bring you scientific facts and evidence and have Jesus Christ himself present it to you. But if you refuse to believe it, there is no such thing as proof. Just like at the end of the day, there's not really such thing as closure unless you give it to yourself. I just have a feeling, though, that if you did communicate with this person, you would walk away with more questions than answers. World card reversed. I feel like you would. So this really depends, too, on how long ago this happened. Some of you are dealing with a situation that's fairly recent, past month or two. Some of you are dealing with a situation that was a long time ago. You know, a year ago, 2 years ago. I think that if this was a situation that was a long time ago, it'll be easier for you to deal with. Time in and of itself will not heal you or give you closure, but it's a useful tool. It's a useful tool. It's very handy. If you want to let a bunch of time pass, that is a very useful tool. If you're dealing with a situation that's recent, I would let some more time pass. If this wasn't recent and you feel like you need to reach out and communicate, just be careful. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told, who was it back there? I forget what sign it was, but keep this person at a safe arm's distance and do not let them push your emotional buttons. Okay. All righty. Man, lots of conversation energy coming up this week, isn't it? Is this the last week of the retrograde? It is, isn't it? Is that what it is? That's funny. Have you ever noticed that? There's so many things that we collectively, because you see all the tarot decks that I pull from. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 tarot decks here on my table. And there'll be them some weeks where no matter what deck I pull from, there's no action. Everything's still and silent. And there's these weeks where all this energy keeps coming up, like conversations are wanting to be had and all this. Okay. So I'm more than likely going to be giving the remainder of the signs advice on what's going to happen if you have a conversation, because I see a lot of energy pushing towards that. And retrogrades are notorious for that. Mercury, that is. Mercury retrogrades. All right, Libra. Libra. What's happening between Libra and the past person? Again, for those of you just now tuning in, I'm going to do singles either tonight or tomorrow, one of the two. Ooh, 10 of Swords. So somebody's giving up hope on this. That feels like your energy. Could be another air sign for some of you, but that honestly feels like your energy. I've just never really seen, let me think, hang on. I've never really seen, well, I don't think I've ever really seen much success between two air signs. I know one air sign couple right now that's been together for 10 years, been married for 10 years, but the relationship isn't the greatest in the world, you know. I don't know. I've just seen lots of failure with two air signs coming together. Anyway, 3 of Wands. Yeah. I feel like that's you giving up hope. I think you'd be willing to work on this. You'd be willing to work on this and commit to this. But for whatever reason, you are coming to the determination that it wouldn't be worth putting forth the work. Was this, I don't have the card for it, but was this like a really one-sided connection? You know, like dealing with somebody who's my way or the highway, not willing to make any compromises, not willing to, you know what I'm saying? Because we got the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles. That 7 of Pentacles energy kind of looks to me like you've thought this through a lot. I am kind of thinking, though, with this 2 of Cups here, that it does look like you're going to have an opportunity to connect with this person, like either bump into them out in public. I think you're going to have an open door of opportunity to reconnect with this person, and you're going to see them in a new light, especially if you haven't seen them in a while. If you haven't seen them in a while, see what we do here. Has this ever happened to you before? You come together with somebody, you connect with them, could be anybody, friend, romance, and then you separate. And at the time you separate, your memory takes a snapshot of this person and you hold that in your mind. And time passes, you do a little bit of growing, a little bit of evolving, a little bit of maturity. But that snapshot you took in your mind is still there. but you're wearing a new set of goggles now. But you still have this snapshot in your mind of who they were. Then you reconnect with them. And what you're seeing doesn't really match the snapshot. It's like, is the light shining on you at a new angle now or something? Like, I see you for who you really are now. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like that's what's happening here. I feel like you're going to end up, I don't know, bumping into them out in public or something like that, to the point to where you look at them and you're like, oh, why was I tripping over you? The universe did me a favor. I think you're going to walk away from it like, thank you, universe, for not giving me what I thought I wanted. You know? Let's see this person's energy and intentions. Let's see. What's their energy and intentions? How they feel about you? How they see you? Ace of Cups reverse. So they are working on getting over this and falling out of love. Queen of Wands. They think you're too stubborn. They think you're too damn stubborn. This person's playing the victim, though. I don't know if they are a victim, but they're definitely playing the victim. They're kicking themselves in the ass. They feel like they wasted their time. They really want you to think that they're over it, though. I do see that that's a really heavy energy here, that they hope that you think they're over it. Maybe they want to connect with you just to show you that they don't care. Which, if they was really over you, they wouldn't give a shit, right? Not if they was really over you. Not if they was really over you, they wouldn't give a shit. All right. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, let's get the advice here then. Would it be a good idea to have a conversation with this person? Would that be a good idea? Ten of Pentacles reversed. So don't let this person... Like, I have a feeling that some of you, this person may like try to show off. You know, oh, I just got this new job, got this raise, just bought this new car. Don't feed into that. Don't feed into that. Just know exactly what you would want to say if you talk to them. Just at least figure out one thing you learned about yourself. And get good with that first before you and this person communicate. Don't let them, oh man, yeah, I just got this new job. Oh, I got all this money now. I just bought this new car. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. I'm glad you're happy. Like, don't let them reel you in with like material things or anything like that, you know? I would, though, think of one thing that you learned. What's one thing that I learned about me? And get to work on it. That doesn't mean that you were in the wrong. I don't care who you are. Every experience that we have with every person can be used as a learning experience. I need to learn one thing about myself and get good with that first before I communicate with you. All right. Scorpio. I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit. I don't know why they're taking me so damn long. Scorpio. Ooh. Lover's card. Okay. Very intense connection. Yes, both of you still feel it. Both of you still feel this connection. So if you're coming to this video wondering whether or not the past person still feels a connection. Yes, they do. Now, is that a good thing? I don't know. Do they want to feel this connection? I don't know. Oops. Hard to say. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Queen of Wands. King. Yeah, they don't want you to know they feel this connection. Man, more communication energy coming through here. More communication energy. So no, they don't want you to know that they feel this connection. But they're curious. They want to know how you feel. Just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity. I feel like you all are both kind of wondering the same thing about each other, honestly. Yeah, it looks to me like they want to talk to you just to find out how you feel, but they have no intentions of letting you know how they feel. Does that make sense? Well, let's see what they want from you. What do they want from you? What I just said. What I just said, they want to talk to you just to see how you feel. I think just to serve their own curiosity. Yeah, the High Priestess. I don't see them making a decision. They feel like this would be resolved in their heart if they knew how you felt. I don't see them wanting to show you any feelings. They just want to know how you feel. That's it. Just because their mind is treating it like an incompleted task. That doesn't look very deep, honestly. That doesn't look very deep. What's the advice? Would it be a good idea for Scorpio to communicate with this person? Would that be a good idea? Would that be a good idea? Ooh, the Four of Wands reversed. Two of Pentacles reversed. It's saying resist temptation. It's saying resist temptation. I don't know, man. It's telling me that it would probably be too easy for you to get sucked back into this. It would be too easy to get sucked back into this. Death card reversed. Yeah, see? You would more than likely end up getting sucked back into it if you did communicate with them. But if they're not even willing to open up and show you any kind of feelings or whatnot, then where would that go? It would turn into a repeated cycle. It would turn into a repeat cycle if you did that. It would turn into a repeat cycle. It's saying resist temptation for now. I guess that depends on how recent it was. It would depend on how recent it was. If it was recent, resist temptation for now. If it wasn't recent, if this was a while back, a year ago, something like that, you need to do a little bit more healing. Just a little bit more. And I know that's really hard. Really, really hard. But the good news about healing, I think that if most people knew how powerful they were, healing would be easy. Healing would be so easy if you really understood exactly how much power you have over your life experience. Healing would be easy. Ooh, hang on. Yeah, that's the biggest, I think that's humanity's biggest problem. They don't trust themselves. Humans don't trust themselves. They don't trust themselves and they don't know how powerful they are. Tap into your own power. You step into that, man, you can heal from anything. For real. All right. Sagittarius. How are things looking between Sagittarius and the person from the past? Ace of Pentacles reversed. Oh, and the Death card. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so this person assumes that you are still very pissed off at them. I'm not seeing a new start between the two of you. And the reason why, I feel like your all separation was divine intervention. With the Tower card and the Death card being the overall energy, this was something that was supposed to come to an end. This is one of those types of situations where I don't think anything is happening by accident. I'm feeling like everything is actually happening perfectly according to plan. Oh, it would blow your mind if you knew how often we plan for something to go horribly wrong. But it's not actually going wrong. It started a domino effect that's going to hit a target way later on down the line. Does that make sense? That's what I'm feeling like is happening here. And of course, this person's putting on a show for you, hoping that you're watching. Maybe you're possibly doing that for them too. But yeah, it feels to me, some of you are actually trying to manifest a reconciliation. I feel like everything is happening according to plan, though. Let's see how this person's feeling about you. How are they feeling about you? What are their intentions? What are their thoughts and feelings about you? Oh, Five of Wands. They feel like you're too confrontational. They feel like you're just drama, basically. I don't know if you are or not, but that's how they feel. Like they assume that you're very pissed off at them, and any attempt to reconnect with you would just end up in drama and conflict. They're trying not to think about you. Yeah. If you are dealing with somebody that had some addiction problems, it's getting worse. But they're trying to forget about you. Some of you, especially if you're dealing with somebody that had some substance problems, like addiction and alcoholism, they're turning to that to try to get you off their mind. Maybe they're trying to drink you off their mind. Maybe they're trying to get high and, just to distract, or just whatever little vice that they have, whether it's drugs, alcohol, gambling, pornography, whatever the case may be, they're turning to that to try to get you off their mind. What is the advice? What is the advice? Ooh, Ace of Wands in the reverse. There it is again. There it is again. Okay, so this connection, this experience was meant to turn you into a different person. That was the whole point. The two of you were supposed to come together, experience what you experienced, separate, and that experience and everything that you learned from it was supposed to mold you into a different person. Okay? If you do attempt to reconnect, you already know what's going to happen. I don't see them changing anytime soon. I don't see them changing. I do not. So it will end up being a repeated cycle. If this was something fairly recent, leave it for now. If it wasn't, just be careful. I wouldn't agree to meet up with them. I wouldn't try to pull them back into your life right away. If you want to open up communication, just open communication and leave an open line of communication and leave it at that. Leave it at that and don't take it any further anytime soon. Not anytime soon. I think you'll see very quickly, because I can already feel most of you, especially if this was a long time ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, the evolution that you've done, you've left them so far behind, and you're just going to go right back, and it's going to remind you, oh shit, I'm not even that person anymore. All right, Capricorn. How are things looking between Capricorn and the past person? Again, I'll be doing singles and your love interest either tonight or tomorrow. Boom. 10 of Cups reversed. Queen of Swords reversed. Strength reversed. Okay. So how am I going to word this? I'm seeing a new person coming into your life, but you will be given the opportunity to get closure with the past person, if that makes sense. You'll be given the opportunity to get closure, but the next person coming in is a new person. I do think that this person is still very pissed off. They're still very pissed off. You intimidate them. You make them feel like they're this tall. Now, don't take that personal. At the end of the day, you can't make them feel anything. So they have low self-confidence, low self-esteem. They're just very intimidated by you. Okay? Very intimidated by you. So, yeah, with the Page of Cups here, I'm feeling like this is a new person. If some of you are already dealing with a new person, but whoever, the next person is coming in. But I feel like with the Six of Swords in the reverse and the World card, 4 of Wands reversed, you'll be given the opportunity to get some kind of closure. What kind of opportunity is that? I don't know. Are you going to bump into him at the grocery store or something? I don't know. But there will be an open door of opportunity for you to get closure. And that's it. That's all I'm seeing here. Let's see how this person actually feels about you. Could be a Gemini, by the way. Thank you for that super chat. Terang, did I say that right? Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. What are their intentions? How do they feel about you? Ooh, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. See, I think the problem is I don't think I've ever met a Capricorn who is not goal-oriented. I never have. And I just don't think that they're as goal-oriented as you. I think this person's more than likely so lost, so unorganized in their life. They don't know what they want. And if they do have an idea of what they want, they have no idea how to go about doing it. This person's a mess. And I think you intimidate them. You intimidate them. Whenever you are a person who is doing something with your life that somebody else should be doing, but they're too lazy to do it, they get mad at you. They get mad at you. That's why everybody who starts from the bottom and makes it to the top, why do you think everybody hates them? Oh, they play this, they put on a real good show when you're at the bottom. Oh, they put on this good show and they act like they want to see you do good. They want you to be successful. Wait till you start coming successful. Oh, shit. Oh, they change their tune real quick when you actually start doing it. They don't want to see you do good. You make them feel like shit. King and Queen of Pentacles both reversed. Lovers card. So they still feel a really strong connection. But again, I think you just really intimidate the hell out of them. Yeah, you do. We got another super chat. Thank you, Hiromi. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. That's all I'm really seeing here. That's all I'm really seeing. That's all. I can't really put words to that. I'm trying to think of how to word that. That's the best words I can put to that. What's the advice? What's the advice? 2 of Swords. Queen of Pentacles reversed again. Okay. All right. Eight of Cups reversed. All right. So with the Hierophant reversed and the Two of Swords, don't be so quick to judge this situation. We always want to do that as humans, but don't be so quick to judge the situation. This is one of those types of situations, especially if it was recent. But this is one of those types of situations that will make perfect sense later. Way later on down the line, looking back, you'll be like, I see why that was meant to happen that way. That was a blessing in disguise. If that hadn't have happened that way, then this would not have happened this way. Does that make sense? That's what I'm feeling like is happening here. So don't be so quick to judge it, because I know there's probably some of you dealing with a situation that just has you so lost and confused. Maybe not everybody, but especially those of you who are just like, that didn't even make no sense. That was the biggest waste of time. That was so pointless. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It'll make sense later on down the line. It always makes sense later on down the line. The biggest thing that I could advise that you do between now and the time that light bulb comes on is refrain from building your identity around trauma. Because that makes it really hard to see the bigger picture later on down the line. Because the ego does not like to let go of its identity. And if you spend your time building your identity around the trauma of the experience, when it comes time for you to look back and see the deep meaning behind why it really happened, that's really, really hard. Because you can't look back on an experience, be thankful for it, which is the ultimate goal, and cling to PTSD or build your identity around the trauma. Those two don't fit in the same box. One of them is going to have to go. And unless you got your ego under some control, usually guess which one goes. You're not going to see the bigger picture. More than likely, you'll want to just cling to that identity you've built, you know? It's tough. It's not impossible, but it's tough. All right. Aquarius. Let's look at the energy between Aquarius and the person from the past. Chariot reverse. Could be a Cancer for some of you. The World card. Two of Wands reversed. Ten of Swords. The Devil card for you too. Okay, so this person has definitely tried to get your attention. I think they've given up on that though. They've given up on that. They don't think you give a shit. Do you? I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I do think that they have attempted to get your attention, but they've given up on it. Could be a, let's see, who do I got here? I got Taurus, Capricorn, and Cancer. Okay. Yeah, they just assume that you don't give a shit. After all this time, I think they've been wondering. They have been convinced that you still feel something for them for a while. And now they're starting to change their tune on that. They're starting to let go of that. They are starting to let go of that. Some of you, again, there's another Cancer card. Some of you could definitely be dealing with a Cancer. They have tried to get your attention, and since it failed, they've given up on that. They've given up on that. Why, though? Why were they trying to get Aquarius's attention? For what? The Queen of Wands reversed. King and Queen of Wands both reversed. I think just to see whether or not, I think they were just trying to confirm that you have some kind of feelings for them. They were just trying to see if they could get a reaction out of you. And either A, you deliberately ignored it, or B, you just weren't even paying attention and you're oblivious to it. But whatever it is, they just assume, well, okay, well, I guess Aquarius just doesn't give a shit then. Okay. Is what it is. Two of Wands reversed, Ten of Swords. Okay. Let's see their feelings at the deepest level. What are their intentions at the deepest level? Six of Pentacles. I do think they would like to be a part of your life again. Hang on. Two more. The Tower card. Judgment. I don't even think they know what in the hell I don't think they even have any solid intentions, honestly. I don't think so. I think it's a mixture of a lot of different things. A mixture of a lot of different things. At one point, I think they were hoping to see something bad happen to you. And at another point, I think that they were wanting to reconnect with you, but they weren't sure how you felt. But even if they were sure how you felt, they weren't sure how they felt. What going you man? This person is so damn wishy-washy. So damn wishy-washy. I don't think they even know what in the hell they want. I don't think they do. I think this is one lost, confused ass person. Yeah. I know I say things like this kind of frequently, but are you dealing with somebody who had multiple personality disorder or some shit? Again, I'm no psychologist. I'm just saying. It just looks like this person has so much confusion going on up in their head. I don't think they know what the hell they want. I don't think they have a solid set of intentions. I think it flip-flops from day to day. Okay. Advice. What's the best advice for Aquarius? Would it be a good idea for Aquarius to reconnect with this person? Would it be a good idea to attempt reconciliation? Ooh, Page of Cups reversed. No love offer. Why not? The Three of Pentacles. Okay, there's a third party involved. There's definitely some third party energy in there. Okay. All right. So basically, if you did attempt to connect with this person, you would pick up right where you left off. And the two of you would need to work through this and work past it. Okay. And that's no problem as long as both of you are doing the work. The reason why it's so hard to get both people to do the work is because the work that needs to be done is inner work. That's how you work on a relationship. Thank you, Samantha, for that super chat. Appreciate you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. I don't care what side of the coin you're on, whether you did something wrong or you didn't do nothing wrong. The work that it takes to make a relationship successful is inner work on yourself. I don't care who you are or how perfect you think you are. If you think you're too perfect to do inner work, you're the problem. Don't care who you are. Don't give a damn. There are lots of people out there don't want to look at themselves. All they want to do is talk about what the other person needs to do and point the finger at the other person. No, we don't like working on ourselves. I hate working on myself, dude. I hate it. It sucks. It's not fun. But I would rather go through the discomfort of growing, evolving, and changing than go through the discomfort of sitting in the same spot my whole life, repeating the same experiences. That's just me. So if you want to give that a shot, go right ahead. But with this Eight of Swords right here and the Emperor, could be an Aries for some of you, I don't think this person's willing to look at themselves. I don't think they're willing to do the work that it would take on themselves. Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. I'm always trying to figure out a way to meet you in the middle. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told, I think Libra. I think it was Libra. if you absolutely must communicate with this person, open communication and just leave it open. Just leave a line of communication open and let that sink in for a while. Maybe communicate a little bit, talk back and forth, see what they've been up to. Set the boundaries that we're not connecting emotionally like that right now. Let it be known that they are at an arm's distance. I'm not letting you in right now. And I'm not trying to come into your life. Let's just talk and get to know each other as friends. Let's see if we can make a friendship with no emotional ties involved. I'm just letting you know who I am as a person. Let me get to know who you are as a person. And just start off with that. I would dedicate, if you must reach out to this person, I would dedicate 3 months to seeing if you can establish a friendship. Just to see where they are mentally, just to see where they are emotionally, just to see who they really are as an actual person without being blinded by those emotions. And then, if you establish a solid friendship and the two of you have a trust-based connection built, then see if you're even interested. See, because once you see things clearly and you see this person for who they really are, without being blinded by, emotional bias and whatnot, see if you're even interested. A lot of times, when you see the truth for what it really is, you may not even be interested. But that's totally up to you. I would do that first, though. I would do that first. All right. Pisces. How are things looking between Pisces and the past person? Pisces and the person from the past. 8 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so neither of you have fully accepted the fact that this is over. But at the same time, neither of you are doing anything about it with the Tower card here. With every time, all the time that passes, the Tower is burning to the ground. The person that you're dealing with has a very negative outlook. They have their guard up. They're definitely guarded. But I do think that they do want to talk to you, but they are resisting temptation, holding back because they're guarded. They got their guard up. They assume that it would lead to trauma or drama, maybe trauma too. Okay. But no, neither of you have fully accepted that this is over. But nobody's doing anything about it. Let's see. Let's look at this person's actual intentions. Because it looks like they have a negative outlook on this. Could be a Scorpio, by the way. I have Scorpio, Aries, Aquarius, and Leo. Okay. Let's see their intentions at the deepest level. How they truly feel about you. What they want from you. Justice. Okay. So they want to make the most logical, rational, reasonable decision that they possibly can. This person does not like being led around by their emotions. Three of Wands reversed. Okay. Queen of Swords. Ooh. Hey, the Fool card. Okay, so the two of you are karmically tied, by the way. And I think they know that. They would attempt a reconciliation with you if they felt like they could be emotionally independent. Maybe they felt like you were too emotionally codependent, and this person wants to be not like, how do I word it? You know what I'm talking about, right? 9 of Cups. This person wants to be very emotionally independent. They feel like, and I'm not saying this is true, I'm just saying this is how they feel. They feel like you had a leash around their neck. They wish that it would have worked out, but only on their terms, because they want to be emotionally independent. Maybe they felt like they couldn't be themselves around you. 8 of Swords. So basically right now, I feel like they're just trying to ignore it and pretend that it never happened. Page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, let's see what the advice is. What's the advice? Advice for Pisces. Mm-hmm. 8 of Wands reversed. That's the block communication card. All right. Ace of Wands, Tower card. Okay. All right. Justice reversed. Okay. First things first. First thing you need to do is go inside and check yourself. Okay. Make sure that what you have to offer is worth your weight in gold. That's the first thing that, I don't care what your sign is. First things first. I got to make sure that what I have to offer is actually valuable. Once I check that off the list, don't settle until your match comes in. As far as this person goes, if you are absolutely convinced that they are the problem, and they are absolutely convinced that you are the problem, go prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. There's no better revenge than to heal, be happy, and do better. Oh, you think I was the problem? Shit. Okay. We'll see. We'll see when I end up married and you end up still spinning in the same circles, doing the same shit you're doing now. You have to be in that vibrational state of, I'm not going to settle until my person comes in. I will turn people down left and right and left and right. And then once your person comes in, that'll be the proof. That'll be the proof. But again, I can't stress this enough. Before you walk this path, you have to check yourself. Make a list of everything you want in a partner and be that list. That's the best relationship advice I've ever had. So as long as you do that, what do I want in a person? Write down everything that you want in a person and make sure you are doing that. Check yourself. Make sure, and none of us are perfect. Don't be afraid to call yourself out on your own flaws and your own bullshit. We all got them. So if you write down everything that you're looking for in a person, and there's one thing you write down that you could work on, that's okay. That's okay. This is called growth and evolution. This is called being a human. I am flawed. I'm a human. That's cool. As long as I acknowledge my flaws and get to work on them. As far as this person goes, though, I just feel like the two of you have complete and total opposite perspectives on what it is that you want in a relationship. You're convinced that they're the problem. They're convinced that you're the problem. And y'all are both looking at each other that way. Same way. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see who's right and who's wrong. We'll see. You get to work on you. Regardless if you did anything wrong or not, it doesn't matter. You go inside, you get to work on you, and you do the hard work now while they're out there spinning in circles. One day, you will be at the top of the mountain, waving down at them. That's what I would dedicate 2023 to if I was you, boo-boo. All righty. Well, I feel like those were the messages that all my signs of the zodiac needed to hear. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.